Listen up. If you use ChatGPT for content creation, this video is for you. Hey, my name is Julia Schürer. I'm from Germany and I am someone who can teach you how to create better content faster. In this video, I will share a little AI battle. I will fight my ChatGPT trained version against a untrained free ChatGPT version to see which one creates the better email. And I can say the result surprised me like hell. On the left side, you see my well-trained ChatGPT, which I'm using since summer 2023. I have a lot of custom GPTs right here. And also you can see many chats. On the right-hand side, you see a free version, completely untrained. I used it just a little bit for YouTube videos. It's working with the basic version. And I would say, let's see what we get out here. The first prompt, each chat is, I want to create let's say we want to create an email. Before you give me ideas, please check what's currently trending in my niche, AI content creation and strategic content. Let's do it the right way. Both chats have the same prompt. Let's see what the outcome is. I feel like the ideas are pretty good. Let's see what the 10 topics then. So from what I can see here, the topics that are generated by the free, the untrained version, are very generic, but good. I wouldn't say that these topics are worse than these, but here in the paid version, I see that my chat knows me. In my upcoming school community, Writing with Julia, I have a full module on the ethical use of AI in content creation. And I also have a workshop, AI content creation, where I talk about the ethical use of AI content creation. And I'm talking about topics like copyright. Who is the owner of AI generated content? And I think both are good, but to set yourself really as the expert, I would say these one are better. If I would write a blog post, like this would be a blog post. This would be a blog post. This can also be a blog post. And this can be a blog post or a deeper case study. For writing an email, these topics are too generic. Let's see. Okay, it seems like now it looks very similar. So AI and SEO updates, the AI writing skill gap by untrained AI sounds. Okay, this is what I'm talking about all the time. The AI content overload, also something I'm talking about. Ethical content creations, I'm talking about workflows. AI-powered storytelling is definitely one of my favorite topics. I use storytelling in all my content. I would say both are good, but you can see that my version is trained. Let's see if we can get a piece of content from this. And let's say, thank you for your research. I'll go with AI content authenticity, and I will go with the same one here. So we would need now a instruction for the GPT. So please, here in this case, I would say, please write an email using my tone of voice and writing style. Let's see what the outcome is. So here's your email, AI content authenticity, written in your cozy, engaging, and story-driven tones. This is definitely what I would call my writing style. Okay, so that's what it is. I would say it's correct, but I wouldn't say that this touches anything in my audience. So From my perspective, it's too short and there's no personal story inside. There is nothing inside that shows that I have experience with this topic. You can see the email is a bit longer. So why AI content feels off and how to fix this. If do we have a pre-header here? So the thing is, I love to create the pre-headers also. So my ChatGPT already knows this. If your AI generated content sounds robotic, here's what's missing. There was a moment when I almost gave up on AI. I had just finished an article using an AI writing tool, and while it looked fine, on the surface, something about it failed off. Okay, that's definitely not my story. What I would do now is I would say thank you for your first draft, but this is not my story. Please help me sprinkle my own eggs into this. And then I would go with a prompt. Before you start writing again, ask me up to 5 questions to extract my insights, opinions, and personal stories. Ask one question at a time and wait for the response before moving forward. Once you're finished with your questions, ask me, do you want me to add anything? If I have additional insights, I share them. Once I confirm, start creating the content. Stick to my tone of voice and writing style. I want to show you how I use AI. So instead of typing, I use the dictation function of my MacBook. I want to show you how I sprinkle my experience into my content using AI. So, yes, I remember a moment. This was around in October 2023 when I thought that I had found out how to use AI for content creation. So I spent hours creating different prompts and different prompt collections to write a piece of content. And the prompt collection was like, this is the topic I want to go with. This is my target audience. Create an Instagram caption. And my lovely friend and mentor, Evelyn Weiss, pointed me in the right direction. And she said, Julia, your content is so polished that I can smell from miles away that it's not from you. And my reaction was like, oh, freaking shit. It seems like that I had figured out how to let AI create the content, but I hadn't figured out how the content really sounds like me. And all this happens because I had this language barrier. So when I transitioned to the international market, I was so far away from fluent English speaking skills. And this was why I needed to find a way how to use AI to generate my content using my words and my tone of voice. So what you can see is it's quite long and it's definitely not possible. I would be able to write all this. I really need to talk this through. And you see the next question comes up. Again, this is a lot and writing all this down would took me way too long. Let's jump into the third question. Okay, question number 4. I think he's going to do all the 5 questions. If someone is struggling with AI generated content, feeling robotic or off, what's the biggest piece of advice? Looking back, do you now see your language barrier as an obstacle or did it ultimately become an advantage? Do you want me to add anything? No, I don't want to add anything. Let's see. The AI mistake that made my content feel fake. This AI wasn't the problem, something else was missing. In October 2023, I thought I had cracked the code on AI content creation. I spent hours creating prompts, building collections, and fine tuning instructions, convinced I had found a system. I would say it's better. And you can see it's also longer. And what I would do, I would copy paste this into a Google Doc and refine it a little bit. And after that, I would upload it here as my refined version. So what you can see here, it's the same question. And I can literally just copy my answer. Let's see how the second question, memory updated. You see, memory function is updated with, this is part of my story. So second question, what changed? What specific steps did you take after Evelyn's feedback? So here is also the changing question. Question number 3, looking back, what's the biggest lesson you have learned about balancing AI efficiency with authenticity in your content? Biggest lesson. This is what we can use here. Funny that question number 4 is here, question number 3. I'm excited to see with what the free version is coming up now. You see, memory updated. What's one mistake you see people making when trying to use AI for content creation? Can I say that this question is really good? And I'm a little bit angry that my trained version didn't ask me this. So let's answer this. Okay, let's see. What's the last question? Memory updated. If you could go back when you first started using AI content, what's the one piece of advice you would give yourself? I think this is redundant because I would give myself the same advice I would give here. Let's say this. This question is redundant. For me, question 4 and 5 are basically the same. Yes, I know I have a misspelling here, but I'm pretty sure that ChatGPT can see it. Got it? That means we've covered everything I need. Okay. No, thank you. So what you can see here, I have hit my free plan with just the few responses. That this means if I would like to tweak my content, I would have to wait 4 freaking hours. 4 hours. If you can spend $20, please spend it on the paid version. From what I can read here, it's good. I also would copy paste this into a Google Doc, refine it, and then would, after 4 hours waiting, upload here a Google Doc and say something like, hey, this is my version. Can you please use this as a reference for your next piece of content that you're going to create with me? And with that being said, I love both content pieces, but both content pieces only work so good because it has my input. And most important, I used the dictation function, this dictation function right here, to answer the questions. And this is one of my recommendations if you want to train your ChatGPT over and over again and over the time. Please use the dictation function and please start to train it, because overall, this content piece is much more aligned, because this ChatGPT knows a lot about me, my offers, and what I'm working on right now. And while this is a good foundation, this would just need some edits. I hope you had a big takeaway from this video. The result that the free version gave me a really good piece of content surprised me, but I still can say with every fiber of my body that the time that I had invested in training my ChatGPT is so damn worth it. And if you now feel like you want to learn how I made it, you can join my free AI content creation workshop. You will find the link below. And if you found this video helpful, I would love if you can subscribe and let me know in the comments. Bye for now.